I don't even know where to start with this. I guess everything really changed the day my mom got sick. Like, not just stay home for a week sick. I'm talking hospital visits, doctors, bills stacking up kind of sick. At first, I didn't think it was that serious. She kept saying, "I'm fine, it's nothing." You know how moms are, always trying not to worry you. But then one day, she just couldn't get out of bed. And that's when it hit me. This isn't temporary. Next thing I know, we're sitting in a doctor's office and they start talking about treatment plans, timelines, costs. And bro, the costs. I remember hearing the number and just zoning out, like my brain literally refused to process it. There was no way we could afford that. No savings, no backup plan, nothing. And that's when everything flipped. Because suddenly, I wasn't just me anymore. I had my little sister looking at me like I had answers. And I didn't have a single one. She's asking stuff like, "Mom's gonna be okay, right?" And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, of course. But inside, I had no idea. From that moment on, it was like I didn't have a choice anymore. I had to figure something out, fast. I picked up extra shifts at work, started doing random side jobs, deliveries, helping people move, whatever I could find. I was barely sleeping. Go to work, come home, check on mom, make sure my sister eats, repeat. Every day felt the same, just more stressful. And no matter how much I worked, it still wasn't enough. Bills kept coming in, hospital, medication, tests. It was like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it. I remember one night, sitting in the kitchen, everyone asleep, just staring at the numbers on my phone. And for the first time, I actually thought, what if I can't fix this? That thought messed me up. Because failing didn't just mean I lose. It meant they lose. And I couldn't let that happen. So I told myself something that night. I don't care how stupid it sounds. I don't care if it doesn't make sense. I'm going to find a way.
So the next day, I was scrolling through my phone like a zombie, trying to ignore the panic in my chest. Just looking for, I don't know, anything that could give me a clue. That's when I saw it. A post some random dude had shared online. Something about people raising money for medical bills, like crowdfunding. At first, I laughed. "Yeah, right, like that's gonna work for me," I muttered. But the thought stuck. I kept scrolling, reading story after story. People raising thousands, tens of thousands, just because someone shared their story. And it hit me. Maybe I could try that. Just put it out there. See what happens. I told myself I wasn't going to get my hopes up. I mean, I've tried a bunch of stuff before. It always felt like a dead end. But this was different. I could tell my story. Not some polished pitch, not like a commercial. Just me, my family, my mom, real shit. That night I stayed up typing, messy, emotional, rambling, everything. I didn't care. I just wanted it to feel like me. And when I finally hit post, my hands were shaking. I stared at the screen like some miracle was going to happen right away. Of course, nothing happened, at first. Hours went by, nothing. I started thinking maybe I just embarrassed myself online. Maybe people would scroll past and forget. But then, slowly, messages started popping up. Shares, comments, people saying, "I hope your mom gets better," or "Hang in there, man." And I swear something in me shifted. I wasn't expecting this, not at all. But the seed was planted. And that's when I realized, maybe, just maybe, this could actually work. Next morning, I woke up to a bunch of notifications. My phone was blowing up. People I didn't even know were commenting, sharing, sending messages. I couldn't believe it. At first, I thought it was a glitch or something. But no, it was real. There was this one comment that got me good. Some stranger just wrote, "I don't know you, but I'm sending whatever I can. Your mom's gonna be okay." And bro, I couldn't stop staring at it. It was like someone just threw me a lifeline when I've been drowning for months. I started checking the page obsessively. Every new share, every new donation, it felt like a little victory. Like, okay, maybe this isn't a total long shot. Maybe people actually care. And the more people saw it, the more they shared it, and it started spreading faster than I imagined. I still couldn't fully believe it. Me? Asking strangers for help? But people were responding. People I'd never met were giving what they could. Some small, some big. It didn't matter. Every bit added up. And for the first time in months, I felt hope. I even started telling my little sister about it. She lit up, like I just told her we were going on some crazy adventure. Mom didn't know the numbers yet, just that something good was happening, and that was enough for now. That's when it hit me. I hadn't planned for any of this. It wasn't a business. It wasn't some genius idea. It was just me, desperate, telling the truth, and somehow, people were listening.
By day 3, it didn't even feel real anymore. Like, I check my phone and just sit there staring, refreshing over and over again, thinking it was going to stop any second. But it didn't. It just kept going. Shares were stacking, messages coming in nonstop, people tagging their friends, telling others to look at my post. Then it really took off. Someone with a big following reposted it. I don't even know who they were, but after that, it was crazy. Numbers started jumping way faster than before. Like not a few bucks here and there. I'm talking real money coming in. And I just sat there like, yo, what is happening right now? I remember pacing around the kitchen, running my hands through my hair, trying to process it. This wasn't supposed to happen. I mean, I hoped for some help, sure, but this felt different, bigger, like something had a life of its own now. And the messages, man, the messages hit hard. People sharing their own stories about their moms, their families, stuff they'd been through. Some were like, "I've been there, I got you." Others just sending love. It didn't feel like strangers anymore. It felt like, I don't know, like a whole crowd standing behind me, pushing me forward. But at the same time, I was low-key scared. Like, what if it just stops tomorrow? What if this is just some random spike and then nothing? I didn't want to get too hyped and then crash. Still, for the first time since all this started, I wasn't thinking we're screwed. I was thinking, yo, we might actually make it. And that thought, that was new.
Around that time, it stopped feeling like just numbers on a screen. It got real, like really real. I remember sitting next to my mom in the hospital, just watching her sleep, hearing all those machines in the background, and thinking, this might actually work. That thought almost scared me more than anything. I started updating the page more, telling people what was going on, how she was doing. Not because I felt like I had to, but because I wanted them to see her the way I do. Not just some story online, but a real person. My mom. The one who raised me, who always had my back no matter what. And people kept showing up, every single day. It didn't slow down. If anything, it got stronger. More shares, more support, more messages. Some people were even sending voice notes, like actual strangers taking time out of their day just to say, hey, don't give up. That hit different. Then, one moment, I'll never forget it. I was checking the total like I always did, and I realized we weren't just getting close anymore. We were actually covering a big part of the treatment, like a real chunk of it. I had to double check the numbers because I thought I was tripping. I just sat there, staring at my phone, and I swear my hands started shaking again, just like when I first posted it. But this time, it wasn't fear. It was something else, something I hadn't felt in a while. Relief. Not fully, not completely, but enough to breathe for a second, enough to feel like maybe I wasn't failing them after all. And that's when it really hit me. This wasn't luck anymore.
This was people choosing to help, choosing us. And I wasn't about to waste that. At that point, everything felt like it was moving fast and slow at the same time. Like 1 minute I'm refreshing the page, the next I'm sitting in a hospital chair at 3 a.m., half asleep, just listening to my mom breathe. But the difference now, I wasn't sitting there feeling helpless anymore. We actually started the treatment, like for real. I remember signing some paperwork and thinking, yo, we're really doing this. A couple weeks ago, that didn't even feel possible. And now here we were. I told my sister, and she just hugged me out of nowhere. Didn't even say anything, just held on. That hit me harder than anything else, 'cause I knew she was scared this whole time too. She just didn't show it. And my mom, she started getting a little stronger. Not like a movie or anything, not some instant recovery, but small things. Sitting up longer, talking more, even joking a bit. And every time she smiled, I was like, yeah, this is why I didn't quit. This is it right here. Meanwhile, the support online, still going. People were still sharing, still donating, still checking in. Some of them had been there since day one. It felt crazy, like I had this whole invisible team behind me. But I also started realizing something else. This whole thing, it changed me, like for real. A month ago, I was just trying to survive, doing whatever I could, feeling like I was always one step behind. Now, I'd seen what happens when you actually take a shot, even if you don't believe in it at first. I didn't have it all figured out, not even close. But I knew one thing for sure. Doing nothing wasn't an option anymore. And yeah, the money was still coming in, steady, real, enough to keep us going, enough to believe that maybe, just maybe, we were going to get through this.
Now, when I look back at all of it, it still feels kind of unreal. Like I was just some guy sitting in a kitchen at night, stressing over numbers, thinking everything was about to fall apart. And somehow, that same moment turned into the thing that saved us. We ended up raising enough to cover the treatment. Not overnight, not like some crazy miracle drop, but steady, piece by piece, from real people who just cared. And that still messes with me a little, in a good way. My mom's doing better now. Still recovering, still got a road ahead, but she's here. She laughs again, complains about random stuff, tells me I work too much, normal things. And honestly, I'll take that over anything. My little sister doesn't look at me the same way anymore either. Not like I suddenly have all the answers, but like I showed up when it mattered. And that means more than anything I could have said. And me? I'm not the same person I was before all this. I used to think you needed some perfect plan, some genius idea to change your life. But nah, sometimes you just need a reason big enough that quitting isn't even on the table. I didn't start this to build something or go viral or whatever. I was just trying to save my mom. That's it. No strategy, no big vision, just desperation and a shot in the dark. But that shot, it hit. And if there's one thing I learned from all this, it's this. Don't wait until you believe in something 100%. Sometimes you just gotta move, even if you're scared, even if it sounds dumb, even if you got no clue what you're doing. 'Cause you never know who's gonna show up for you. I didn't, and it changed everything.
Before you go, hit that like button and subscribe for more unbelievable stories just like this one. See you in the next story.